So, Atman, welcome. We're so grateful that you are able to share space with us and let us know if we need to have anything prepared or if as we are is great to be as we are.
As you are is perfect.
Beautiful, thank you.
All right. Hopefully everyone's having a great weekend. Glad that you all are sharing some space with me today. This is, we're going to do a chair class. Very practical. At the office or just sitting at home behind your desk. Wherever. But it's just practical tools that you can have to carry with you during the course of a day. Um, we're going to start off with the breath. It's the foundation of everything that we teach. If you think about it, your life starts with your first breath and ends with your last. So breath must be important. Um, there are a lot of different ways that people teach how to breathe. I'm going to teach you how we teach how to breathe at Holistic Life Foundation. The way that we breathe is all in and out through our nose. Three reasons why. It's a filter. You have nose hairs that act as a filter to kind of like clean out like the toxins and pollution and a lot of the other stuff that's in the air, the dirt, the dander that could go into your respiratory system that's not healthy for you. But if you breathe in through your nose, that dust and dander will get trapped on the hairs of your nose when you inhale. When you exhale through your nose, it gets pushed out of your nose hairs. So you're breathing in nothing but, that healing oxygen. Secondly, you have mucous membranes that's lining your nasal passages that warms the air up as it goes into your respiratory system. And, if it's cold outside, or if it's warm outside and you're breathing in and out through your mouth, it's not going to shock your bronchs. But if you're breathing in and out through your mouth when it's cold outside, it could shock your bronchs. So, because you don't have that like means of warming the air up. But if you breathe in and out through your nose, that'll warm the air up. Because of the mucous membranes and the thing that make your tears, it moistens the air up. So it humidifies, it warms, and it filters the air as it goes, as you breathe in and out through your nose. So we know that our nose is three things. Next thing as far as the inhale, that it oxygenates the blood. If you think about it, your blood, they say that it is rich with oxygen when it leads your heart. They say it's like rich, like a pristine mountain stream. It's like rich with oxygen. Then it goes throughout your body, distributing the oxygen throughout your body, the blood. When it comes back, it picks up toxins and it's really dirty. So you need to take another deep breath in to oxygenate your blood. And if you breathe like that, you'll be circulating, cycling clean blood throughout your body. But most people huff and puff. Um, so you just want to make sure that you really focus on taking long, slow, deep inhales once again, because it oxygenates the blood. The inhale is really important. Not only does it oxygenate the blood, but if you take a long, slow, deep breath, it's two different sides of your autonomic nervous system. And if you take a deep breath in, you activate your parasympathetic side of your autonomic nervous system. That's just like, your calming state. And you know, if you are stressed out, you will be led by your sympathetic side of your autonomic nervous system. So if you do deep breathing in and out through your nose, you'll stay calm and relaxed and grounded and present and stuff like that. That's why the inhale is important. The exhale is important as well. They say that like if you completely exhale, you're not only getting that stale carbon dioxide out of your system, you're getting ruminating thoughts out of your mind. Those are those thoughts that kind of keep you from being present. Just something that may have happened, yesterday, last week, last month, last year. That's occupying your mind where you're supposed to be focused on one thing. They say that to get rid of those ruminating thoughts, you just focus on that exhale. In contemplative practices, they say just make sure that you, if you inhale for 2 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds. Just double the amount that you exhale. Let me see. As far as the breath, that's basically it. As far as why you should be breathing in and out through your nose. We're gonna take a couple deep breaths together. The way that you do it is you want to have your hand on your stomach. Your right or your left hand is totally up to you. You want to sit with your back, neck, and head aligned. And I welcome you to close your eyes. And all the breathing, like I said, is going to be in and out through our nose. And when we inhale, we're going to fill our stomach up with air like it's a balloon. And that's going to like push our hand out a little bit. Then we're going to leave our hand where it is. And then we're going to exhale and squeeze our stomach, pull our stomach away from our hand, and try to pull our belly button to our spine. All right. So we're going to do a couple of these together. So everyone, inhale long, slow, and deep through your nose, filling your stomach up with air like it's a balloon. Fill it all the way up. Exhale, leave your hand where it is. Start pulling your stomach away from your hand, creating space, eventually pulling your belly button to your spine. Inhale deep again, once again, taking that stomach all the way back out to your hand with that long, slow, deep breath, filling your stomach up with air. And then exhale, keep your hand where it is, pull your stomach away from your hand, creating that space, eventually squeezing your belly button to your spine, getting all that air out of your system. Inhale deep again, another long, slow, deep breath through your nose, taking your stomach all the way back out to your hand. And exhale, leave your hand where it is, start pulling your stomach away from your hand, creating that space. Eventually squeezing your belly button to your spine, getting all that air out of your system. Inhale deep again, another long, slow, deep breath, taking your stomach all the way back out to your hand. And exhale again, all in and out through your nose, letting your belly fall, creating that space between your hand and your belly. Eventually squeezing your belly button to your spine. Great job, y'all. Keep it up. Inhale deep again, another long, slow, deep breath, taking your stomach all the way back out to your hand. And exhale, letting your belly fall, creating that space between your stomach and your hand. Eventually squeezing your belly button to your spine. Couple more. Inhale deep again, another long, slow, deep breath, taking your stomach all the way out to your hand. And exhale, letting your belly fall, eventually squeezing your belly button to your spine. 2 more. Inhale deep again, another long, slow, deep breath, filling your stomach up with air, fill it all the way up. And exhale, squeeze your stomach and push all that air out, push it all out. Inhale deep one last time with a very long, slow, deep breath, filling your stomach up with air. Hold it for a couple seconds, 2, 1. Then exhale through your nose, letting your belly fall, creating that space, eventually squeezing your belly button to your spine. And you can relax whatever hand you had on your belly. And if your eyes are closed, you can keep them closed and just take a couple deep breaths on your own to feel how your mind and your body feel. And, like I said, this practice helps you be dominated by your parasympathetic side of your autonomic nervous system, or helps you calm down, or helps you get grounded, helps you get present. And then whenever you're ready, you can slowly blink your eyes open and you come back to your senses. All right. Great job, y'all. that's just the foundation of everything that we teach. The breath, life is breath, breath is life. So we like to start off there. Like I said, this is a chair class. We don't like when we were younger, we had access to you know, gym class and recess, and we stayed active. But as we get older, we just don't really have life is just moving so fast that sometimes we don't take the time to take care of ourselves. So that's one of the benefits of these chair practices that I'm about to show you all, or that we're about to do together. That's awesome. I'm glad that you felt warm. Awesome. The breath is like that. But yeah, these practices are great because um, they are a full body warm up, where you can do it all from your chair. And with the practice, we're going to start up top, and then we're going to go down down our body, starting off with neck rolls. Neck rolls, the reason why that's important, everybody do like this, like do like a circle with their neck, and you may hear like a crackling in your neck. That some people say that it's calcium deposits, some people say it's air pockets, but whatever it is, that means that, or you can stop, you don't have to do that anymore. But some people say that it stops the flow of blood and energy going up and down your spine, which can cause like strokes and heart attacks. But the beauty about this practice, the more you do it, the more you'll break that noise up, and the more like you won't, as you do it more, you won't hear that noise as you're doing the neck rolls, because it won't be there anymore. Also, does anyone on here get tension headaches? Anybody? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, those headaches that start off back here and build. Um, this is a great practice to kind of release the tension that causes tension headaches. If you notice, you may feel this or you may not, but after when we do that internal assessment, when I tell you all to feel how your mind and body feels, pay attention to how the back of your neck feel. You may feel like some heat coming off the back of your neck. That's that tension being released. That gets built up when you get tension headaches. Also, the three major glands in your head and your neck get massaged: your pituitary, pineal, and thyroid, and it makes sure like that it secretes the proper amount of hormones. Um, yeah, that's about it as far as the neck rolls, and gets that circulation flowing in your head and your neck and your shoulders. All right, I once again invite you all to close your eyes if you feel comfortable enough. If you don't, you can just soften your gaze, closing your eyes 9/10 of the way, or you can keep your eyes open, focusing on one point. We always suggest that you close your eyes because it limits your distractions. Our back, neck, and head is aligned, feet grounded, and we're going to take a deep breath together. So everyone inhale long, slow, and deep through your nose, filling your stomach up with air like it's a balloon. Then exhale and drop your chin to your chest. And then inhale and roll your right ear to your right shoulder, your back of your head to your back, left ear to your left shoulder, and chin to your chest. All the while doing deep breathing on your own, and just keep doing that nice fluid motion, doing deep breathing on your own, all in and out through your nose. And always listen to your body. I may be telling you to go chin to your chest, right ear to your right shoulder, back of your head, but if it doesn't feel comfortable, just go as far as it comfortably does feel. You don't feel any tension. Just it's not about causing tension, it's about easing it. So listen to your body and just keep on going around, and just make sure that you're breathing. I don't know why, but people forget to breathe when they do this. So be mindful of your own breath. And whatever circle you're on, just finish it. And then when you get your chin to your chest, you can pause. And then we're going to go the opposite way. Inhale, left ear to your left shoulder, back your head to your back, right ear to your right shoulder, and chin to your chest. Once again, all the while doing deep breathing in and out through your nose. Remember, on that inhale, fill your stomach up with air like it's a balloon. On that exhale, squeeze your stomach in. Try to bring your belly button to your spine. And you can use your imagination with every inhale. You can see healing oxygen coming into your body. With every exhale, see any soreness or fatigue leaving your body with that exhale. All right, and you can finish the rotation that you're on, but once you're done and your chin touches your chest, we can pause. And then we can inhale and bring our head up, and then exhale that breath out. And if your eyes are closed, you can keep them closed and take 3 deep breaths on your own, feeling how your mind and your body feel. And, be mindful, see how your neck feels. You may feel some heat coming off the back of your neck. You may not. I can tell y'all what the benefits of these practices are, but we're all individuals. So always do that internal assessment to see how it impacts you on an individual basis. All right. Just so I am mindful of you guys' time, is it still until 12:45 or what time should I? 12:45? Okay, that's cool. All right. So the next practice, we started warming up our neck. Now we're gonna warm up our shoulders and fingers. This is a great practice. If you have like arthritis in your fingers or shoulders or elbows, if you have like a tendonitis or any like rotator cuff issues, or if you're just typing all day long and your fingers may get a little sore. This is a great practice, like I said, to get that circulation flowing from your fingertips to your shoulders. It's a Tai Chi practice. The way you do this one is you bring your hands like this. Eventually, our hand is going to be at our armpit level. But right now, I'm going to show you how to have your hands. So you have your hands like this, and then try to pull your fingers away from each other while keeping the front part of your knuckles touching each other. So pull your fingers apart. Okay. Now drop your left hand, keeping your fingers pulled back, and then bring your hand to your armpit level. And the way you do this practice is you exhale and you extend your arm completely. So your hand goes straight out, and it's like an imaginary high five. And then you inhale and bring your hand right back to your armpit level. Remember, the main concept, you probably can feel it already, but make sure that you feel pressure on the front part of your knuckles the entire time, and you pulling your fingers back. That's going to really get that circulation flowing. If you want to feel a serious workout, as you're pushing your arms out straight, tighten up the muscles the entire time you're straightening your arm, and you'll feel it that much more intensely. You'll feel the benefit just by like straightening your your arm out. But like I said, if you want to get a more intense workout, you can like tense up your muscles the entire time you're straightening up your arm. All right, so we're going to begin. Have our hands like this, pull our fingers apart. Drop our left hand, bring our right hand to our armpit level, and inhale long, slow, and deep. And then exhale and try to extend your arm. We're going to extend it completely, keeping our front part of our knuckles out in front of the rest of our hand. Inhale and bring it back. Remember, front part of our knuckles in front of the rest of our hand, bringing it right to our armpit level. Y'all look great. And you can just do one at a time. Exhale and push it out. Push out your right hand, just right like it's imaginary high five right in front of you, extending it completely. Inhale and bring it back. Remember, keep the front part of your knuckles out in front of the rest of your hand. Exhale and push it out. Fully extend your arm. Inhale and bring it back, right back to your armpit level. Over exaggerate the breath. Exhale and push it out. They say the bending and stretching is great, but it only complements the breath. So focus on the breath. Inhale and bring it back. Y'all look great. Exhale and push it out. Inhale and bring it back. One more. Exhale and push it out. Feel like you're pushing the weight of the room. Tense up those muscles as you're extending your arm. Inhale and bring it back. Feel like you're pulling the weight of the room. Tense up those muscles as you're bringing your arm back. And then you can exhale, relax your arm. You can wiggle your fingers around, roll your wrists around. But, I'm sure that you all can feel that, this practice gets that circulation flowing in your whole right arm from your fingertips to your shoulders. So just, have that in your toolbox. And all this stuff is all about balance. So we did the right side. Now we have to do the left side. Or if you didn't do the right side that time, do the opposite side. All right. So once again, pull your fingertips away from each other, front part of your knuckles still touching. You can drop your right hand and then bring your left hand to your armpit level. Inhale long, slow, and deep through your nose. And then exhale, and once again, straighten your arm out. Remember, full extension, keeping your front part of your knuckles out in front of the rest of your hand. Inhale and bring it back, right back to your armpit level. Remember, be mindful of your breath. Exhale and push it out. Try to fully extend your arm, keeping the front part of your knuckles out in front of the rest of it. Inhale and bring it back. Be mindful of your breath. Exhale and push it out. Remember, front part of your knuckles is out, extended a lot further than the rest of your hand. Inhale and bring it back. Right to your armpit level. Exhale and push it out. Inhale and bring it back. Exhale and push it out. Inhale and bring it back. 2 more. Exhale and push it out. Inhale and bring it back. Last one. Exhale and push it out. This time, feel like you're pushing the weight of the room. Tense up your muscles the entire time you're straightening up your arm. And then inhales and bring it back. Same thing. Feel like you're pulling the weight of the room. Tense up the muscles the entire time you're bringing your arm and your hand back to your armpit level. And then exhale, relax your arm, wiggle your fingers around, roll your wrists around. And, just do that assessment, feel how your body feels. And, just know that if you ever have any finger issues, shoulder issues, elbow issues, this is a great practice to do. We actually taught this practice at a rehab center. And, oh yeah, it definitely warms up your cold hands. It gets that circulation flowing. We taught this at a rehab center. And to a woman that had like, I forgot what, maybe tennis elbow or some issue. And, we had one session with her and we found out that she cured her issue. Like her issue wasn't bothering her anymore. And then, once she canceled her physical rehab, our physical rehab that was, was contracting Ali and I to do the work there. They fired us because we were bad for business because we were healing people up or helping people heal themselves up. But we learned something valuable that day. Just tell them to keep coming back. You can give them the techniques that heal themselves, but look, tell them to keep coming back. All right. So the last physical practice that we're going to do, just because of time, and because I want to do a breath and a meditation, is the seated frog. This one, I'm just going to have to talk to you just because, we're, virtual. The way you do this one is you have your feet they're just grounded on the ground. You have your hands on your knees or your thighs, back, neck, and head align. And all you do is you inhale and you lift your heels up high off the ground while pushing the balls of your feet into the ground. So you're not on your toes. The balls of your feet are still on the ground or the pads of your feet. And then you exhale and bring your heels right back down. That's all the practice is. And that kind of gets rid of that. You know how sometimes during the day, your legs start shaking and you have that like restless energy. This is a great practice to do to kind of get that restless energy out of your system if you can't get to the gym or go on a walk or, you know, something like that. All right. So this is the seated frog. So once again, hands on your knees to thighs, wherever it's the most comfortable. Back, neck, and head aligned. I invite or welcome you to close your eyes. And inhale, lift your heels up high off the ground while pushing the pads of your feet into the ground. And then exhale, bring your heels back down and relax. Remember, don't forget to breathe. Inhale, long, slow, deep breath, lifting your heels up high off the ground, pushing the pads of your feet into the ground. Exhale, bring your heels back down. Inhale, lift your heels up high, pads of your feet into the ground. Exhale, bring your heels back down. Remember, over exaggerate the breath. Inhale, pads of your feet high off the ground, or heels off the ground, pads of your feet into the ground. Exhale, bring your heels back down. Couple more, heels up. Inhale, pads into the ground. And then exhale, let your heels fall and relax. Inhale and back up, lift your heels up high, push the pads of your feet into the ground. Exhale, let your heels fall. Last one. Inhale, lift your heels up as high as you can. Really lift your heels up off the ground. Feel some pressure there. Pads of your feet in the ground, and then exhale and relax. And a good thing to do after this one, because you know may have gotten that circulation flowing where your legs may be a little sore, you can lift your legs off of the ground and point your heels towards the ceiling, and then point them away from you towards the wall, towards the ceiling, towards the wall, towards the ceiling, towards the wall, and then you can let your feet fall. It might be a little hard for me to do that, but you know, it's all good. All right. I'm going to try to jump into a breath before we jump into a meditation. I'm going to be mindful of your time. The breath that we're going to do is a variation of the Ujjayi breath. If anyone has, you know, ever done yoga before, we call it the stress breath. It's the usual Ujjayi breath because it's audible on the inhale and exhale. If you don't know how to make the breath audible, I'll give you a hint, you know, when I talk you into the breath. But the way you do it is you inhale with that long, slow, deep, audible breath, hold on to the breath and lock your chin to your chest. And in yoga, this is called Yalandhara Bandha, or the chin lock. And you just hold it down there for a couple seconds. And then you exhale with that audible breath, and then just bring your head back up. They say like this is a great practice to do to like push reset on your mind if you know you're getting too overwhelmed. Okay, no problem. That's awesome. Thank you, Lindsay. This is a great practice where it you know slows down your mind. If you have a presentation, if you have anxiety that you have to give a presentation, you know, this will get rid of, or any type of performance anxiety that you have. This will help curb that. What else? If your body temperature is cold, it'll heat your body up. It's great to do with your students. Like if you work with students, it's great for test anxiety. And also, yeah, that's about it. The way you make the breath audible, if you hold your hand up to your mouth and act like your hand is a mirror, exhale and blow into your hand like you're fogging up a mirror. All right. So now we're going to do that. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to exhale and blow out of our mouth like we're fogging up our hand, which is a mirror. But we're going to, as soon as we start exhaling out of our mouth, we're going to close our lips and continue to breathe that same way through our nose, but it's going to make a noise. So everybody hand at their mouth and everybody exhale out of your mouth. close your lips and continue to breathe out of your nose. And then inhale that same way. And that's the way that you can close your glottis. You know, I could have said that from the beginning, but if somebody just told me, hey, I've been closing glottis, I'd be like, man, what the hell are you talking about? So that's a trick to be able to close your glottis, to be able to make the breath audible. All right. So once again, awesome, no problem. Ujjayi breath in yoga, correct. And yeah, all right. So everybody's sitting with your back, neck, and head aligned, feet grounded. I invite or welcome you to close your eyes, and everyone inhale long, slow, deep, and audibly through your nose, filling your stomach up with air. Fill it all the way up. Hold and lock your chin to your chest. And we're just going to hold it down there for a couple seconds. 3, 2, 1. And then exhale and bring your head up with that long, slow, deep, audible breath, squeezing your stomach in. Inhale deep with that long, slow, deep, audible breath through your nose, filling your stomach up with air. Hold and lock your chin to your chest. And once again, we're just going to hold it down there for a couple seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your nose, long, slow, deep, audible breath, bringing your head up, squeezing your stomach in. Inhale deep again, another long, slow, deep, audible breath through your nose, filling your stomach up with air. Hold and lock your chin to your chest. And we're going to hold it down there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your nose, long, slow, deep, audible breath, bringing your head up, squeezing your stomach in. Couple more. Inhale, long, slow, deep, audible breath, filling your stomach up with air. Hold and lock your chin to your chest. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, long, slow, deep, audible breath through your nose, bringing your head up, squeezing your stomach in. Last one. Inhale as long and as slowly and as deeply as you can, filling your stomach up with air. Hold and lock your chin to your chest. And since this is the last one, you can hold it down there for as long as you individually can. But as soon as you feel any discomfort, that's when you can exhale and bring your head up. But definitely try to challenge yourself. They say that when you hold on to the breath, you're absorbing the oxygen into your body, that you're pulling into your body. And, you know, whenever you do feel any discomfort, that's when you can exhale that breath out. But before you open your eyes, take 3 deep breaths. Do that internal assessment. Feel how your mind feels. Feel how your body feels. And then whenever you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. All right. And we're going to finish off with a brief meditation. You know, there's so many different things that you can meditate on. Whether, you know, some people do like candle gazing, you know, where they stare at a candle and, you know, they have their eyes open until they can't keep their eyes open anymore. Then they close it and they still see that image of the candle in their mind's eye. And then if they lose that image, they open their eye, look at it again. And, you know, they do that over and over again. I'm glad you appreciated the practice, Lindsay. And, you know, sometimes, you know, like, yeah, that's a great practice because you kind of like, you know, just focus on the flickering of that light on the wick of the candle. Some people use singing bowls. They hit a singing bowl and, you know, they listen to the singing bowl until they can't hear it anymore. And, you know, that's meditative for them. But you know, that's not many people really carry singing bowls around with them, and you know, not many people carry lit candles with them. But one thing you always do carry with you is your breath. You know, one thing, you know, one of our teachers tells us is like the breath is portable. It's always with you. So if you can learn how to achieve inner peace with that, then you have that tool with you at all times. All right. So this is a meditation on the breath. So you can either, lay down. Everybody except Mia can lay down, but you can lay down if you want to. Sit up, crisscross applesauce, whatever you want to do. All right. And I welcome you to close your eyes. And if you're laying down, just make sure your ankles aren't crossed, your arms are by your side, your palms are facing the ceiling. And we're going to take a couple deep breaths together. So everyone inhale long, slow, and deep through your nose, filling your stomach up with air like it's a balloon. Fill it all the way up. And exhale through your nose, push all that air out, letting your belly fall. Inhale deep again, another long, slow, deep breath through your nose, filling your stomach up with air. And exhale through your nose, push all that air out, letting your belly fall, eventually squeezing your belly button to your spine. Inhale deep one more time with that long, slow, deep breath, filling your stomach up with air. Fill it all the way up. And exhale, push all that air out, push it all out. Now you all can just breathe on your own at a nice natural pace. Don't put any effort into it. Just make sure you're breathing in and out through your nose. And like I said, this is a meditation on the breath. So first thing we're going to do is we want to pay attention to how the breath feels. And what I mean by that is with every inhale, we want to feel the air enter our body in through our nose and spread throughout our body. We also want to feel the rising of our belly with that inhale. So we're going to feel the air enter our body and feel that belly rise on that inhale. And on that exhale, we're going to feel our belly fall and feel that air exit our body out through our nostrils. So once again, all we're paying attention to is the feeling of the breath, the air coming into our body through our nose, our stomach rising on that inhale, our belly falling, and the air exiting our body out through our nostrils on that exhale. We're not feeling our clothes on our body. We're not feeling our bottoms on our chairs or whatever we're sitting on. All we're feeling is the breath, rising and falling of the belly, the air entering and exiting our body in through our nose. All right, next, we're going to pay attention to how the breath sounds. No matter how loud or how soft your breath sounds, that's all we're going to pay attention to. Once again, is how our individual breath sounds. And the cool thing about the breath is if you pay attention to it, your inhale sounds a little bit different than your exhale. So once again, all we're doing is paying attention to how our breath sounds. And just like in life, distractions can arise when you meditate. If you do get distracted by a thought, sound, or sensation, just acknowledge it. Don't beat yourself up. Just know that's the nature of the human mind. Don't fight with it. Let it pass naturally. When it does pass, anchor yourself back on the breath. And once again, how the breath sounds. All right, lastly, we're going to focus our mind on the brain by focusing on hearing the breath and feeling the breath. Once again, we're going to feel the breath. We're going to feel on that inhale, we're going to feel the air enter our body through our nose. We're also going to feel the rising of our belly. And we're also going to feel on that exhale, the falling of the belly and the air exiting our body out of our nostrils. And we're also going to hear the breath. So we're going to feel the breath and we're going to hear the breath. And once again, if you do get distracted, never beat yourself up. Just have empathy towards yourself. Whatever distracted you, let it pass. And then focus your mind on the breath once again by hearing the breath, no matter how loud or how soft your breath is, and feeling the breath, feeling the rising and falling of the belly, and feeling the air entering and exiting our body through our nostrils. All right, if your eyes are closed, you can keep them closed, and we're going to slowly bring ourselves away from the breath and back to our bodies. So we can start off just by wiggling our toes and our fingers. You can roll your ankles and your wrists. You can do a neck roll both ways, just stretch your neck out a little bit. And then whenever you get ready, no rush. You should never rush out of a meditation, but whenever you get ready, you can slowly blink your eyes open and come back to your senses. All right. Just a couple things before I get out of here. If there is anything that you do during the course of your day a lot, some people may check emails, scroll through social media. Some people will have a bracelet that they wear that they may touch their bracelet all the time. If there is something that you do all the time during the course of the day, use that as your trigger to have you check in on your breath to see if you're breathing, see if you're taking long, slow, deep breaths, see if your mouth breathing or if you're panting. And then after you make that assessment, take maybe like 5 deep breaths, 3 deep breaths, however many you can, until you eventually start breathing that way all the time. With that breathing practice, the variation of the Ujjayi breath, it's really good to do before you go into work. Like if you pull into your parking lot, do this like 10 to 15 times. It'll kind of help you get grounded and present if you had any stress at home. Like you don't want to bring that baggage into work with you. So it'll help you check your baggage at the door. Same thing, secondary trauma is real. If you accumulate any trauma at work, you do this like 15 times, 10 to 15 times in your driveway before you go into your house, and you'll be present for whatever family members that you are going home to, whether it's, it's yourself, your pets, your significant other, family, kids, and then with the meditation on the breath, that's a great practice to do, especially the sound on the breath, because how sometimes we're in those meetings where, people are talking and you want to look respectful and they're just talking and they just want to hear themselves talking and not getting anything across. This is a great practice to do, to look like you're being respectful, but you're actually just listening to your breath and not actually to the person, wasting everyone's time. It's like, no, I'm just joking. All right. Yeah. So yeah, just always, find what practices work for you and take the practices off the mat and try to adapt them into your life. That's what this is about. Hopefully you all had a great weekend, great time with us, and wishing you blessings.
Thank you so much.
Oh.
Can we give a round of applause again?